Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I'm a DC fanboy and I am cautiously optimistic about the future of James Gunn's DCU. We have Creature Commandos. It's premiering today at the time of this recording, which we are going to be doing a watch party of over there, exclusively over there on Rumble, where you can find us over there on the Common Nerd. And as well, we're watching that with our dear sweet Sunker Maiden, who, if you've ever caught one of our Doctor Who live stream watch-alongs, you'll have seen her over there on that one. So I am still cautiously optimistic about this kind of stuff. So that's why we've been reporting on it. That's why we've been reporting on the leaks, the rumors, and everything else that goes about it, because honestly, it's one of those things on the early days of my original channel out there before we had this new one here. DC leaks were some of the stuff we cut our teeth on. We knew early on about all of the stuff with Henry Cavill coming back and all of that kind of stuff, and we knew early on about Henry Cavill and the rest of them not also coming back. So boys and girls, one of the reasons why I'm cautiously optimistic is because the Superman casting for 99% of it is pretty much spot on. I mean, we're getting a ginger Jimmy Olsen, the David Cornsweet is spot on for the role of Superman and Clark Kent as far as I'm concerned, and our Lois Lane is a smoking hot lady as well. So needless to say, things are looking bright as of right now. So we're getting some rumors. We know that we're not getting the trailer over there at CCXP. It doesn't look like most likely, but we've got some insider industry information out there from one of those people that's on the in crowd of Hollywood, giving us some information as to when we will finally be getting that wonderful Superman trailer that is going to tell us a lot about the future of the DCU and actually if whether or not this will end up being good and if James Gunn can actually pull off the Boy Scout he's been promising us. So as you can see over here from CosmicBook.News and our dear sweet Matt McGloin, Superman trailer coming soon following promo event. Oh, really? And we've actually already have the date for this promo event. And boys and girls, you know how this kind of stuff goes. It'll end up being one of them situations where it'll absolutely end up getting leaked out there. We will be able to find out information about it. We'll get some kind of idea of what's going on with it. As of right now, everything we've heard from the people that have seen this and seen a lot of the stuff that's been going on involved in it, everybody inside of Warner Brothers that Matt McGloin knows is actually saying this looks really good. It looks like it's going to be a really good Superman. So as of right now, everything we're hearing is good. And honestly, it's one of them situations where, trust me, these are the same sources over there at Warner Brothers that told us that the Batgirl movie was going to be absolute hot garbage, that they were going to shelve it and all this other kind of stuff was going to get shelved and everything was going to change. So these are reliable sources that do seem to have like very similar opinions that majority of us fans out there do have. So we're going to check out this article and give you all the juicy details. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Let me know what you think about this. Are you cautiously optimistic for the Superman? Or are you on the wait-and-see situation? Or are you one of those, hell no, I don't want nothing to do with James Gunn kind of people out there as well? Let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. All right, from CosmicBook.News and our dear sweet Matt McGloin, we get a big update on James Gunn's Superman trailer, which is said to be coming soon and lines up with the thought that it will be here for Christmas. The best guess has been that the Superman trailer will be released around December 20th with Disney's releases Mufasa the Lion King. And obviously they expect that movie to at least have a really good opening weekend. These live action remakes, outside of a couple of the things we've seen over the last couple of years, have done really well when it comes to some of these animated series. And this is kind of a new story, so we'll see how that one ends up doing. As we went over, Gunn likely isn't going to release it this week's CCXP because he isn't going to be there. Likewise, we doubt the trailer. And that's directly from James Gunn's mouth out there. Of course, he could be surprising everybody. It could be something they're trying to keep quiet. But as of right now, yeah, he said he's not going to be there. Likewise, we doubt the trailer will be released with the Lord of the Rings anime, as the opening box office is not expected to be good. Warner Brothers already released the first 8 minutes online. And obviously, yeah, wham and power from an unnamed character that nobody cares about, that Tolkien didn't think about enough to actually name. So yeah, color of shock there. It's going to be a girl boss nonsense and nobody's going to want to see it. So Gunn likely wants as many eyeballs in front of the Superman trailer as possible, which of course makes complete and total sense. This needs to be a huge, big splash that everybody is really, really excited about because DC and Warner Brothers as a whole is broke, boys and girls. When is the Superman trailer getting released? After December 16th. According to Grace Randolph, which, yes, I know, it's Grace Randolph, but at the exact same time, she is a reliable scooper. This is a chick that is on the inside. She's one of the people that gets early access. She's one of those people that gets early screenings and stuff like that, and she has no problem putting out the information she can because a lot of times she wants it to be accurate and she wants everybody to know what's coming and when it's coming. And you know what? Shout out to Grace for at least doing that. So according to Grace Randolph, James Gunn will be holding a Superman trailer event for selected members of the media, probably the same same ones he let see Creature Commandos earlier, which I believe Grace Randolph was part of that group, so that all lines up as well. So Grace says, Superman trailer press event is now actually the week of the 16th, so the trailer will drop sometime after the event. She added, the event is for select press and limited invitees. Now, the real question is obviously one of our favorite guys as part of that little select in group out there is none other than Film Threat's own Chris Gore and Alan Ng. I would love to see if they got invited to this kind of thing early, because those are two sources of information that I would absolutely trust beyond a shadow of a doubt what their opinions are if this is actually looking good. As of right now, we don't know that, but I mean, literally, it's like within like 11 days from the time of recording this video, and probably even sooner from where you're at. So we'll definitely know a lot if this ends up being right. And we literally only have like I said, 10 days to wait. So it's not very far off at all, boys and girls. We can guess the select group of people will be able to watch either some or all of the Superman trailer. James Gunn will also likely be on hand for interviews, possibly cast members, including David Cornsweet, which of course would be absolutely wonderful. So obviously Superman gets released in theaters on July 11th, 2025. Also starring in the film includes Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, and oh yeah, she's good looking, boys and girls. Nicholas Hoult as the movie's villain, Lex Luthor, which honestly you couldn't ask for a more spot on casting for Lex Luthor out there. I mean, Nicholas Hoult is just going to absolutely crush it in that role. I'm super excited about that. Rachel Brosnahan is great as well. And so this, like I said, the cast is what's got me excited about this. And the cast is always one of those things that can show up either red flags right away or give us really good signs going forward. I'm not saying the Superman movie is going to be great and everything we ever wanted, but at the end of the day, all of the signs are at least pointing in a good direction, which, considering the rest of Hollywood generally throws us nothing but red flags, as of right now, I'm cautiously optimistic. So the real question is Grace Randolph going to be right? Hopefully. She's got a pretty good track record in the past. She's done things pretty right, and she's never really tried to mislead people intentionally. So it sounds like on December 16th, we'll get a press event, and we'll probably start hearing some early reactions from that stuff almost right away. And then, yeah, that makes sense. That would line up with the Mufasa release to start releasing it right there before the trailers, before that movie out there, and release it on the same day out there on YouTube. And let's see what happens, because that first YouTube trailer and how the audience reacts to it is going to tell us a lot about the future of the DCU. So let's hope it's good. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm a DC fanboy. I'm not going to hide that. I'm never going to lie that. I want good Superman. I want good Batman. I want good John Constantine. I want all of that kind of good stuff that we can get from all of that kind of thing. And that's what we all deserve as fans. And honestly, Warner Brothers has to pull this off. They have to nail this, because if they don't, they are already broke, boys and girls. It will only get worse for them. They will end up hanging up their superhero stuff for a long time. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of projects that are already in works, and they're going to come out no matter what. So it sounds like essentially it'll be the first, they don't like calling it phases. It's just their first little era of gods and monsters, which is what they're talking about, is what they've labeled all this thing, which is why we're getting Creature Commandos and a bunch of other stuff out there. But it's one of them situations where they've got already a lot of projects that are in work. We're going to end up getting the Supergirl movie no matter what. We still don't know much about a Batman movie at this point, but we know we're getting Creature Commandos. We know, obviously, that's already out and done. We know we're getting Peacemaker season 2. So there's a lot of things that are come down in the pipeline as all of this goes. So hopefully they've done a good job. They've done their homework. They've done their research. They've done their stuff that should be committed to the fans, giving us the good quality content that we want, and not a bunch of nonsense garbage out there, not a bunch of ridiculous over the topness. So please, for the love of heaven, James Gunn, do the smart thing. I hope you've done the smart thing, because this thing's already basically done and in the can. I hope you have done the smart thing and made the fans happy, but at least we'll have some kind of idea. It looks like probably around December 16th, and more than likely we'll end up getting a trailer around December 20th. And I, for one, boys and girls, am very cautiously optimistic and cannot wait to see what they do. At the end of the day, they will get what they deserve.